Hi, welcome to Joe Blogs, and today's a special edition because I'm in the Concorde Lounge, which is the first class travel lounge at Heathrow, waiting to fly to Cape Town. I just thought I'd show you the lounge here, so I'm just sitting in a little piece of it. Everything's free, so they've given me a cocktail. Very nice, lots of people here, and there's a private dining down here that you can go to. Oh, there's somebody waving. You can go in these little booths. Private dinner if you want one. You can sort of sit here and have tea for two or tea for one, whatever you fancy. So what are my thoughts on the first class lounge? Well, I would say the food here is really excellent. I've just had some smoked salmon and pea and ham soup, both really high end, definitely the sort of thing that you get in a really good restaurant. It's all free, it's all included in the price, so I know it's expensive obviously, but if you do go down the air miles route and you can get this all for free, you need to make the most of it. So I got here about 4 hours before my plane to make sure that I could get everything that was available. So I've now had lots of food, had a few drinks. We're getting on the plane soon, but if you're going to do this, definitely make the most of the Concorde Lounge. There are 2 lounges at Heathrow. The first one that you go through is the General Lounge, and I think business travellers can go into that one, but only first class travellers are allowed into this one. Now I'm sitting outside here because it's a bit more pleasant, it's a bit more airy. You can sort of see that it's quite nice. And it is really, really quite pleasant. You look down below, everybody's sort of queuing and having to pay. But everything's free up here. So yeah, definitely, if you're going to do this, come early, make the most of everything before you get on board. And now I'll show you what it's like on board. Here I am on board. I'm now in my first class seat, and it is pretty amazing. I'm actually in an entire pod. Let me just turn around to show you the scale of it. So I'm sitting, this is my seat here, but I've actually got a whole area to myself. You can see it's all sectioned off here, and it's absolutely huge. Don't know if you can see the scale of it. I've got a footrest over here, so if I stretch my leg out, you can see it goes all the way over there. My TV is tucked away here to one side, so this is the TV screen, and then I've got over here, I'll show you this in a minute. This is my toiletry bag that you get complimentary when you get on. So I'll have a look at that in a second. Then the table is here that you have your food on. So I'll be having that later. So you can see this folds out to be quite large, quite a big space. I've also got really good storage space here, which you can put everything in. They give you these headphones. I'll have a look at them in a second. That's my book, and lots of space there. There's a USB charging port here, and let me just show you what this seat does. My seat starts to fold out into a bed. So as I go down, quite amusing. Here I go, all the way down, all the way down, all the way down. All the way down, still going. Oh, and it's actually raising up now. Oy. So now I am completely horizontal. So if we now look, you can see I'm completely horizontal. Put it out there, you can see me better. And then you just turn the knob back and it comes all the way back up again. Which is really, obviously going to be very helpful when I want to go to sleep later. So there's just so much space here. I mean, even if you were 6'4", 6'5", I don't think your foot would touch the bottom of this. Really quite great for everybody. So this is definitely the way to travel. And as I mentioned at the start of this video, you can get this for free. If you get the right credit card and do the right points. We're going all the way up now, so we're going to be really quite vertical. If you get the right points and spend in the right way and get a companion voucher, then you and one of your friends could come on this for absolutely free. Let's have a look at some of the other stuff that they give us here. I've got this toiletry bag, so I'll open that. Just reposition this camera so that I can hold it. So let's have a look what we've got in here. To break the seal. How do you do that? Oh, there we go. Okay, so we have got Elvis deodorant. They're trying to tell me something. Face mask. Put that on later. Some socks. Another Elvis thing. a paper towel. Oh, is it? Oh, maybe. Oh, is that? Let's open it and see what it is. Oh, it's a comb. I'm not sure who needs a comb on board a plane. Maybe I'll give it a go, see what it's like. What do you think? Yep, that was definitely worth having. We've got some shaving gel in case I want to shave later, and it's quite hard to read the writing on this. Some other sort of stuff. Earplugs, lip balm, something else. What's this one? This one. So it's really difficult to read the writing on this. I don't know. Some other balm, something else. A pen, and a mystery prize at the end, which is a toothbrush and some Colgate toothpaste. Pretty good. And this is quite a decent, nice little bag, so I've got all of that, which is great. The headphones that you get are quite flash. So this is the little case that they come in. Let's open that up. So these are a bit better than your standard headphones that you get on most planes. They've actually got sort of noise cancelling muffs over the side of them, made by Meridian. Don't know if anybody knows who Meridian are, but that's who it's made by. So let's put these on, see what I look like in these. Pretty stylish. They are very comfortable actually. Really soft on the ear, so they're good. And they've got a special prong on the end to make sure that you don't steal them. That's not going to work in anybody's phone. So that's the initial impression. The other thing that you get when you get on board here, they give you some other goodies. They give you a set of pyjamas. So I've got these pyjamas here that they gave me, which not sure whether I'm going to wear these or not. These are the pyjamas that you get. Nice blue pyjamas to put on, and they've got the bottoms as well. So I get them, and also they give you some slippers, which I have actually put on because it's nice to take your shoes off when you get on board. So yeah, my first impressions of this is that it's really impressive. Okay, so the food has now been served, and you get your glass of drinks in a real glass. Very nice. So they've laid the table, so this is the table that I pulled out earlier. So I've got a nice tablecloth in here. We've got metal knives and forks, salt, pepper, butter, olive oil, 2 different types of bread, and this is the smoked salmon salad. Looks really nice. So I'll have this, and then I'll have a look at what the main is. And here's the main course, which is pasta. Very nice, really nicely presented. Looks very good. Yeah, quite impressed with the food, I have to say. Really, really good. And just to finish off, we've got a cheese board, which again, very nicely presented. 4 different types of cheeses. We've got a blue one, a red one, 2 in the middle with some fruit, and nice selection of biscuits. Very well presented, really nice. Really nice way to finish the meal, although it is like 1 o'clock in the morning, so I shouldn't really be eating large amounts of cheese, but well, why not? So here I am 7 hours later, and feeling relatively refreshed as you can do on a plane. It's always difficult to sleep, but it was a completely flat bed, so it was as good a sleep as you can get. There was a baby in the first class section, which I didn't think was allowed, but they are, and obviously babies always cry in the night. But yeah, feeling as good as you possibly can, and I've now got my breakfast. So here's my breakfast. They've laid the tablecloth again. We've got all the cutlery. We've got glasses, so I've got an orange juice, a smoothie, yoghurt, a Danish pastry, some fresh fruit, very nicely presented, and some English breakfast tea. So this is the first course, and after this I'm going to be served some pancakes. Okay, so here I am at the end of my flight. What's my overall assessment? Well, the clue's in the title really. It's been first class. It's been a really incredible flight. The best one I've ever been on. The space that I'm sitting in, this pod, is really, really spacious, really big. I've got my own double windows here, and I've now got my final piece of breakfast in front of me. You can just see I've got some pancakes, which are very nicely presented. So yeah, I would definitely recommend travelling first class if you can afford it. But even if you can't afford it, you can afford it if you go and get one of these credit cards and just direct all of your spending onto the card, get the miles, build it up, get a companion voucher, and you'll be able to come and do this for free. And I would definitely recommend doing it at least once in your life. So I hope you've enjoyed my review of this first class flight from London to Johannesburg. If you did, then please hit the like button, and I'll see you again on the next video.